Hello and welcome to Viv's Real. My name's Vivi and thank you for being here. So today I am going to be doing an not introduction to Asian dramas. I did the last week. This is more like introductory dramas that if you are interested in watching them, like where should you even start watching? So this is my top 10 for that specific purpose. These are not my top 10 Asian dramas ever. These are simply my top 10 for beginners because believe me, there's some of my favorite dramas that if you watch them for the first time, you're gonna be like, what the F? No. And you're gonna be in and out so quick, you didn't even finish watching the first episode. Because some of them can get really out there. Sorry guys, my nose is itchy. So okay, let's just get started. By the way, these are not in any particular order, but this is number 10. I have Goblin, which is a really interesting drama. It has an interesting concept of like Grim Reapers and reincarnation and demons and things like that. So it has a very supernatural, kind of scene to it, but it's kind of like a comedy, rom-com kind of thing. So it just has the supernatural backstory to it as well. So it's really interesting. This is just an honorable mention, I wanted to put the drama W, but I was like, oh my god, if anybody watched that for the first time, they're gonna be like, what the F? But again, Goblin's number 10 from South Korea. It's really, really funny. The chemistry between the main two male characters is awesome. They have a really fun romance kind of thrown in there, and the whole God aspect to it. It's really amazing. I really love it. The main romance of the story was really cute, but even all the other romances within the drama, because there was definitely more than one couple, and it was really enjoyable the whole way through. It was never just like too heavy, because sometimes it can get really melodramatic, but it was never like that with this drama, and I really enjoyed it. So highly encouraged. Goblin. And next I have City Hunter, which this is going to be more like an action-packed drama. There were parts where it can be a little bit more dramatic than you would like, but this is a revenge story at the end of the day. There's this kid who's grown up and he's trying to take revenge for his father, who he doesn't even realize is not his real father. There's a lot of family drama in this drama, but it's not overwhelming, which I wasn't expecting that. It's really interesting in that sense. There's a lot of I don't know how to say it. There's a lot of really cool action scenes, and also like the political intricacy of like the blue house. By the way, in Korea, instead of the White House, they have the blue house. They have like the blue house, and even the personal backstories of the second generation of the parents. It's really cool and interesting, and the female lead in this drama just kicks some straight up ass. She is a badass. She's so cool. She don't need no man, okay? Let me tell you that. She can take care of herself just fine. But she's so cute and she's so funny, and I loved her. And I really think you should, check them out. I do want to give an honorable mention to Secret Garden, who would be on my top 10. Give me a second, guys. Someone's calling me. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, that was my sister. So yeah, I want to give an honorable mention to Secret Garden because it has that same feeling of the female lead is a strong, independent woman. She does not need no man. Yes, she's struggling with money, but she's doing just fine. She's taking care of herself. She has a good support system, and she is really, really cool. In the Secret Garden, the honorable mention, she is a stunt woman, and she does some of the coolest stuff. So just wanted to put that out there. Number 8. This is also from South Korea. So the last couple of dramas, actually the next couple as well, are gonna be all South Korean. They're my favorite. Okay, so number 8 is Scent of a Woman, and this drama is it's more of the melodrama. I will say this one made me cry multiple times, and I'm okay with that because it was about this woman, and I'm not really giving away any of the plot by telling you this because you're gonna find out in the first episode or so, but she finds out she has cancer, and it's in a terminal state, and she's gonna die. And she's lived her life like a prude, and I would realize that she hasn't really lived a life, and is now trying to not give a f, not give a fuck anymore, and just live her life. And if somebody doesn't like it, well, oh well, she ain't gonna live that long anyway, so it's not like you're gonna stay mad at her. So she's just living life, and she's looking at life in a new approach, and her goal in life is just to be happy, plain and simple, just to be happy. She's gonna go 100% for anything that she wants, including the guy that she always had a crush on was completely out of her league, and she just railed him in, okay? So yeah, and it's a really good, like, I just feel like if you're ever scared to live your life, you should always watch the drama. Sometimes I'm like feeling down on myself and I watch the drama, like, you know what am I doing to myself? I need to, if I want something, just go and get it. It really lifts me up and gives me courage. So I'm like, I can't just live my life, letting it pass by and not really leave it. You have to live it. You have to experience. That's why I always try to, get one thing out of my bucket list every year. Just like one thing needs to get shut off every year. And I started that when I watched that drama. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. So number 7, I have Moon Embracing the Sun. And I normally wouldn't have put it in the top 10, but I felt like this list needed something that was a period drama, meaning that it was, set in the past. So this is set in the Joseon time period. And yeah, it's a period drama. So it's like, it's when they still have emperors, and China was still kind of the big brother over Korea and whatnot. And I think felt like this piece really needed one. So this is a very much so melodramatic. This is all about the politics of the palace. There's all the things about concubines. There is memory loss. There's a lot of memory loss. I don't know what it is about Asian dramas, but somebody always has to lose their memory. That's okay. You just gotta move on with it. But I felt like my list needed a period drama, and this is the one that I chose. And it's one of those weird things, when I was watching this drama, I was like hooked. Couldn't get off of it, and I didn't understand why. I didn't think the plot was overly intense or extreme, or like it wasn't out of the world, but I couldn't stop watching. It was insane, and the acting was superb. One of the best I've ever watched. I really fell in love with a lot of the actors in this drama that I didn't particularly care for before. The acting in here is great, even from the younger characters. Like there's some characters that played like the younger version of the later on, because they had a couple of episodes where they were just kids, and wow, that was something. So yeah, The Moon Embracing the Sun. I highly encourage you to watch that one. Number 6, I have You Are My Destiny. And this is one of the first dramas I ever watched when I was still, I think it was like 11 and 12 years old when I watched this drama, and I was a kid. And I didn't quite understand some of the, the relationship aspects of it, but yeah. This drama is about these 2 people who have a one-night stand, and the girl ends up pregnant, okay? So the family forces them to marry because, again, they're, it's really important in Asian culture to have kids within wedlock. So they force them to marry, and they have a rocky relationship, especially because the main guy had a longtime girlfriend that he was not over. So there's a lot of intricate parts. This drama made me cry so much. And there's just little things where I wasn't expecting, like the decisions that a mother has to make for her, for her children, the sacrifices they make. And also when they're like, you know what, I can't, or when they realize that they can't stay in a bad relationship just for the sake of a kid. They have to take care of themselves as well. And so they decide to, man up or woman up and keep it moving and leave a bad relationship. And I really enjoy that. So You're My Destiny it really taught me a lot about relationships and the way you should be treated. Though there's not a lot of cliches in this drama, but I really enjoyed it. It is a bit older, so the quality is not going to be as well as good, but it's really good if you give it a try. So, You're My Destiny. And that was from Taiwan. And then I have a Love So Beautiful, and this one's from mainland China. This one was really hard for me to pick because I felt like I needed at least one drama that was from the mainland, because they've really kind of expanded they've really expanded in the last couple of years, and I wanted to make sure that I had at least one to show. So I chose, I forgot the name, A Love So Beautiful. I have it on my note right here on my computer, so I'm just like looking slightly to the left. That's why. So I Love So Beautiful. This one was cute. It's the best way to say it. It was really cute drama. It wasn't overly dramatic. It was more like a rom-com. It was a coming of age story. It starts out with these kids that have known each other pretty much the entire whole life. They've been, next door neighbors, and they're going to high school, and the girl starts having feelings for the guy, and she's just like really likes him. And he doesn't really know how he feels about her. He cares definitely about her because they've been together for so long, but he's like not really sure, how he feels. Eventually their relationship starts developing into more than just a friendship and whatnot, and they have definitely some ups and downs, and I really enjoyed it. I wasn't expecting that. And it's really easy to watch. They're short episodes. It's on Netflix, by the way. It's on Netflix, so watch it. I Love So Beautiful. That one's really cute. Okay, number 4 is Coffee Prince, and this one's from South Korea. So this was one of those where I knew I had to put at least one where there was somebody cross-dressing, because somebody always cross-dresses in Asian dramas. There's like Hanakimi, where cross-dressing. So it had to be included. So I did. Why is my computer doing that? Okay, I think we're back to normal. So I included one where it was cross-dressing, Coffee Prince. And in the defense of the female character is the one that cross-dresses. In her defense, she did not want to cross-dress. He just didn't understand, and then she just played along with it because it benefited her. Okay? It's about this girl who's pretty much the main provider for her family. She has a mother and a little sister, and she takes care of them. And so she finds this really good job at a coffee shop, but in this coffee shop they only want male servers because they want to attract those, females, because they're all good-looking males. So she cross-dresses as a male so that she can, have a good paying job so that she can feed her families. And she's worked a lot of part-time jobs, and she just wants something stable in her life. So yeah, Coffee Prince. It's really good. I really enjoyed it. And again, I need to have at least one drama with cross-dressing. And I feel like that one's a really soft cross-dressing drama. It also plays a little bit with the idea of like being gay and whatnot, because the male guy isn't sure if he is or isn't gay, because he's like, well, how can I fall in love with him, not realizing that him is a her, but it just kind of flirts with that idea, and it's really cute and really funny. And the whole cast overall is so good. Everybody has like the little side story. It's not just about them two. So yeah, I really, really enjoy that drama. I've watched it like 5 to 10 times. Next I have Kiss Me, which is Thai. And this is the remake of Playful Kiss, which is the Korean version. It started with a Kiss, which is the Taiwanese version. It's the remake of It's a Turuna Kiss, which is the Japanese version. So there's been a lot of versions, but I chose the Thai version because something that really irritated me with all of the other dramas, it's that the girl, the male, female, like the lead female actress, her character seemed like she didn't have no self-care or self-love. It seemed like she just had a really low self-esteem, and all she cared about was him. She was so hyper-focused on that one guy that she just like could not think about anything else. She could only think about him. And I didn't quite like that. And something I liked in the Thai version is that they gave her a little bit of more self-empowerment. And even though the storyline's still the same from all the other ones, but it just felt a little more grounded. Like, no, I mean, granted, yes, a girl could go through all of that drama with a guy and still stick around, but she really like stuck to her guns, and I really like that. So Kiss Me, the Thai version, in my opinion, is the verse version of that drama. I really like it, I really enjoy it. I've rewatched it now a couple of times. I encourage you to watch it as well. And then I do want to make an honorable mention for Full House. And I mentioned this in my previous video, but Full House, there's the South Korean version, and I also want to make one for the Thai version because they're both really good. And I love them both. And there's goods and bads to both of them. And I really like them. Also, they have the same male lead and female lead. Oh gosh, words. From Kiss Me and Full House, they have the same male and female lead on the Thai version. So they have really good chemistry, and I really enjoy them. So honorable mention right there. So then I have a Rich Man, Poor Woman, and I wanted to make sure to include a Japanese, drama. This one is pretty much like a rags to rich story. It's about this girl who has like an amazing photographic memory kind of thing. She has really good memory, and about this really rich man who creates like games of sorts who cannot recognize faces. So they kind of develop this weird, relationship on their own. And it's kind of a rom-com, okay? There is some drama to it, but I really like it. There is a South Korean version of it, but I didn't like it nearly as much. That one was a remake of this one. I actually prefer the original. They made a lot of changes to the plot on that one that I don't love. But this one I love. And it's more like a rom-com. It's really easygoing. It's not to be too melodramatic or anything. It's just for fun, okay? So Rich Man, Poor Woman, I personally really enjoyed it. And then I did want to also make two honorable mentions to, watch out, Yamato Nadeshiko Shishi Hench. I'll put it down below. But it's also Japanese drama that I think is more funny, but it has a really good message about self-image and confidence in your own. And then I also wanted to mention Koizora. Again, I'll link it down below because I know they're difficult to say, who is about a teenage pregnancy in Japan, or about this specific teenage pregnancy and first love and whatnot. So I just wanted to mention them because there are other Japanese stories that I wanted to mention, but I didn't really think they were beginner friendly. But if you're kind of liking Rich Man, Poor Woman, check them out. And then my last one, this one's from Taiwan. This is Autumn's Concerto, or Autumn's Concert. I'm working on my diction, guys, so I'm working on it. This story is every single cliche of drama you can think of. Pregnancy. The mother-in-law doesn't like the female lead. There is amnesia. There is second male lead syndrome. Oh, that's a thing. Second male lead syndrome will get you, okay? It gets everybody. Everything you can think of, every single cliche, it's in this drama. But goddamn, I really liked it. And it made me cry multiple times. So this story is about this girl who is working at this college campus. She's just kind of she just cleans in the area. Her parents kind of live, they live and work for the university, so she helps them out by working in the university as well. She meets a law student there, and they fall in love, and they have a baby. And that's not really a spoiler, because if you watch it, you'll know why it's not a spoiler. And they have a baby, and then she runs away. That's all I want to say. It's really good. I'm not gonna lie. It's really good. So yeah, that's just about everything. I did want to make two more honorable mentions to Age of Youth. It's this coming of age story. It's from South Korea about this girls basically that share a apartment essentially, and they all go to college together, and about their different kinds of relationships that they're in and finding love and really understanding themselves. And it's really good, and it has a slight suspense act to it. So I really enjoyed it, Age of Youth. And then my other honorable mention is Doctors. I really wanted to add it to my list, but then I didn't want to have 11, okay? So this was the one that it almost made it, but it didn't. It was either Goblin or it was going to be Doctors. So the reason why I didn't put Doctors in is because it's Goblin. There's a lot of supernatural aspects in Asian dramas that feel more common than medical dramas. But medical dramas are very common in South Korea. So same with there's medical shows here in the US and North America, like Grey's Anatomy, whatnot, House. Similar to that, there's Doctors. Now, I will say that Doctors is more on that Grey's Anatomy rather than House. It's more so about the relationship of those doctors and the history behind them, because a lot of them had history from before they even, became doctors, when they were still in school. So I think it was really cool, and I wanted to mention Doctors because there's a lot of medical dramas, and there was really good drama, okay? I'm not gonna lie, I really, really loved it. They have some amazing actors, and the relationship between all of the characters involved were top notch. The chemistry was amazing, and I really wanted to put it in the list, but 11 just seemed silly. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna link everything down below, all the dramas names, and see if I can find them on my drama list so you can check them out. But yeah, this is a beginner friendly list. If you've never watched them before and you kind of want to get into it, this is where you should probably start. And if you do watch any of them, please leave that in the comments below, because I love talking about dramas just the same way I love talking about makeup. So let me know. Have a good day. Bye.